Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Jason Sklar, and today I am with coach of the UNF men's basketball team, Coach Matthew Driscoll. How are you doing today, Coach?
Doing awesome. A great day again in UNF athletics. We've got Bethune-Cookman tonight in women's athletics and women's basketball, and hopefully the women can get back on the winning ways after a tough road trip to South Florida. They played their tails off and really was in the game in the second half. I think they tied the score and had a chance. So really excited about Coach Tapmeyer and what they're doing.
Okay. Well, we haven't talked to you in 8 days on Coach's Corner.
Where you been?
We've been a little busy, you know. You guys were out of town last time.
Yeah, always blaming it on us.
All right, since last time we talked to you guys had a big win over Savannah State. What can you take away from that?
Well, number one, the crowd. When you're talking about possibly the largest crowd that's ever been at a game, non-JU, you're talking about a lot of excitement. The student section was phenomenal. The band was great again. And I tell you what, it was just the home setting that we've created and that the environment and the atmosphere that we had a lot of recruits here, which was even better. And a lot of people really getting excited from that aspect too, because recruiting is really important from an overall aspect. The campus, how it looks, the gymnasium, what it's like during the game. So we're really excited about the crowd and what was here. And thought our guys really played well in the first half. We didn't put the ball in the hole as much as we needed to, but we guarded for two halves. 20-19 at the half. Second half, we kind of break away and get it up 10, and it almost stays 10 the whole way. A little bit of problems down the end with some press, but we've worked on that and got better. And it's early in the season, but really an exciting night for us. Our first Division I win at home, and we kept that home winning streak going as well, too. So that's huge, and that's very, very important in this league.
I love how the team looks and everything, but my favorite part is the rock band they have in front of the chorus there, you know.
They're awesome. They came in one day to our practice, and he said, do you mind if we come in and test? And I said, would you do me a favor? Would you come in and play during practice? Do all you want to do, because it creates a little bit of a crowd noise. So our guys can get used to loud noises and being louder, communicating and talking on the floor. So, yeah, they're awesome. They played a little YMCA, and they did all kind of fun things. So we're really excited about, again, the whole, what President Delaney and what Coach Moon have really done to bring in an exciting ticket, an exciting program, something for you to want to bring your family to, that you want to come out and see, because it is a neat experience.
Okay. After that, more recently, you guys had a tough loss against Illinois State. What went wrong, or what could you guys have done better to maybe make the outcome a little different?
Well, I really think it's 16-12. 11 minutes to go in the first half. It's our ball. We got a chance to either cut it to 2 or cut it to 1 if we make a 3. And we went down and turned the ball over. At that point, we had some consecutive turnovers, but they only scored 7 points in the next 4 minutes. So it isn't like they really expanded the lead. But the next set of media is when they really expanded it. Probably did a poor job substituting a little bit. Maybe should have came out of the zone a little bit earlier. We had just gotten 3 stops in a row in zone, so I was feeling good about mixing things up and where we were going. And obviously, as we grow as a staff, we grow as a program. There's some different tweaks and changes, which we've been doing in practice, preparing for the league. The league starts Friday at Campbell, then we go to East Tennessee State on Sunday. So these first 3 games helped us to prepare for really what's at stake, which is the Atlantic Sun Conference.
All right, now you mentioned that you guys have played 3 games already. Who's really stepped forward and shined in the UNF spotlight so far?
You know, after the game, we talked about that in an interesting comment. All of our 11 guys who played double-figure minutes. So we said as a staff, no one's really separated themselves. Like, no one's really taken another step to be this guy that now, obviously there's some guys that have really played well and done some different things at different times. Andy Diaz, David June, Jerron Granberry, Stan Janeska, who obviously as a senior has done some things. Eney last game at home made some shots and played well. Matt Sowey's been very, very steady for us. Kyle gives us a great lift off the bench. Brad and Will, they've been kind of, Will played great at Notre Dame but didn't play as well against Savannah State. So there's been some whole bunch of different guys and different pieces. And what we need to do is take all those pieces, put them together, and now the picture of the puzzle certainly looks much clearer.
You mentioned that Campbell's coming up for you guys on Friday. What are you looking for in that game? What do you guys need to do to win?
Well, number one, obviously going on the road, we've been on the road. We've been tested in front of large crowds at Notre Dame and Illinois State, so that's helped us out a ton. They just had a great game last night. Tough loss to an ACC opponent, Virginia Tech. They've had 2 great home games East Carolina came in, packed house. Virginia Tech came in, packed house. When we play them, I'm not assuming there's going to be very many. Day after Thanksgiving, #1 shopping day for all the women out there, getting your Christmas gifts. So I don't know how big of a crowd it's going to be for the home opener in the league. So hopefully that's going to be a little bit in our advantage, because their guys may be a little bit, might feel like it's a letdown, so to speak, because we're coming to town. I don't think anybody takes us serious, so obviously that's always something that happens as well too. So we just got to go out and compete. And we can compete for 40 minutes and do the things we have to do. We have to start minimizing our errors. Like at the beginning of Notre Dame, there was like 2 people in the wrong place. Then it became 1.5 people in the wrong place. Now we're down to like 1 person in the wrong place. So we can keep getting that number smaller and smaller and smaller. Hopefully we got 7 people in the right place, then we're in good shape.
If you have 7 people in the right place, you have too many people on the court. The court coach.
Well, but maybe we'll have the referees in our favor. You never know.
All right, to elaborate on that a little bit, what would you say is the one thing that you guys have to improve on for your next game to be successful from here on out in the season?
Taking care of the ball and getting shots, no question about that. We've got to eliminate turnovers, and we have to make sure that we're getting shots, because our offense allows a lot of people to get shots. It's not really dictated for 2 guys or 1 guy. So we really got to take care of the ball, especially in crucial moments. Now,
I'll get you on this, Coach. You guys have a long road stretch coming up. I believe it's all the way to the end of December, right?
That's correct.
What do you guys have to do to stay focused with so many road games back-to-back?
Well, take one at a time. Campbell's the most important. Here's what's crazy. Friday night at 8:30, somebody's going to be first in the league. And what's even more crazy is somebody's going to be first in the league for 2 months. Because we're the only team that has league games this weekend. We got Campbell and East Tennessee State. No one else is playing 2 games. JU's not coming to play. So we're the only ones playing those 2 games. Campbell's only got 1 game. East Tennessee State only has 1 game. So for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, you can talk about being at the top of your league, which is unbelievable, which would be a great accomplishment. So we got to take it 1 game at a time. But then don't forget, we go to Alabama. Then after Alabama, we got finals. And our finals come early, so we got to take care of business from December 5th to December 12th and make sure we have our academics in line. And then we go on a 10-day cruise. The whole team's going together for 10 days, and we're playing 5 games. So that'll be a great time to bond, get better, see some things, do some different things, and really have a great experience, which is part of being a college athlete. Going out and seeing the country, seeing the world, going to places you've never been, seeing some snow, maybe for the first time for some people. But 1 game at a time. Campbell's first. And again, at 8:30 Friday night, somebody's in first place.
Well, we hope that's you, and we'd like to thank you for your time, Coach Driscoll.
Well, I appreciate that. Continue to pray for us, pray for our safety as we travel, and we'll come back. I know the one thing we're going to do, we're going to compete.
Okay. Thank you. That's Coach Matthew Driscoll for UNF men's basketball.